Hey there, everybody. Well, the NFL season is over, so while I'm still going to be doing a good amount of NFL content this offseason, free agency, draft, bigger picture things, historical things, all of that, I do need to expand my repertoire a little bit in terms of what sports I'm covering on this channel, so I kind of wanted to just start things off with my latest rant from my podcast with Luke Backman on Backman Sports. Check it out, like, subscribe. We were talking trade deadline last week. Again, you can check out that whole video over on the Backman Sports YouTube channel. But since I'm a Sixers fan, I figured I would just update you guys on my State of the Union for the Sixers. And that's pretty much encapsulated in this video. So enjoy.
All right, I know you mentioned this at the start. Let's just let you have the floor. Jared McCain, no longer a Philadelphia 76er, going to the defending champions that are the Oklahoma City Thunder. What did the 76ers get back in return? I'm looking for it here.
They got the Rockets' first-round pick and a second.
Okay. There you go. All right, the floor is yours. Reaction to this.
This is some of the most disgusting behavior from any. I mean, the Sixers have made so many idiotic moves in the past. So many moves that make you just like. A couple of years ago, they lost Isaiah Joe to the Thunder in the same deal. Like Isaiah Joe, up-and-coming shooter. And they let him go to the Thunder. Jared McCain is much better than Isaiah Joe was when they let him go. Jared McCain is the reason there was optimism going into the draft. There was a reason he was the sole reason to be a Sixers fan last year because everything was awful except for Jared McCain. Where do I even start with this? When it happened, everyone was like kind of, Sixers Twitter, Sixers fans, everyone's like, all right, there's another move coming. There's got to be another move coming. They got to be clearing something out. And then the deadline passes, and they're like, oh, yeah, we made Dominic Barlow a full-time player, and we got under the tax. Thanks, guys. And to be fair, Dominic Barlow does deserve to be a full-time player. He's totally overperformed this year. The Sixers have no front court because they paid Paul George and Embiid massive contracts, and it's totally killing us. And Josh Harris is trying to get under the tax because the Washington Commanders spent the most in free agency last year on a bunch of 30-year-old bums to finish with 4 wins. I mean, McCain is like the next. I mean, look, he doesn't have the handle of Steph Curry. He's not Steph Curry, okay? But he can shoot the lights out, and his relocation off of the ball is like it's Steph Curry-like. It is what the NBA is about now. He can take over a game with his shooting, and he doesn't even need the ball to do it. And the vibes were so good around the Sixers team, and then they just took Maxi's like best friend away. And I know he wasn't playing well this season. I know Nick Nurse can't like figure out how to get him into the team, but like, why are the Sixers pretending to be like a win now team when they clearly should just be getting all the experience they can for Maxey and VJ and McCain? And yeah, we'll get whatever we can out of Embiid, but this stinks, man. I mean, this team should have their eyes on the future. The Thunder get richer again. Maybe they'll be able to have some flexibility to sign Quentin Grimes in the offseason. But yeah, right now I'm just like furious about Josh Harris wanting to get under the tax. I know the tax is like devastating for owners. I don't care, man. Like, it's a whole bigger thing too, like in sports. In sports, like we've got all these ownership groups. You have it with the Knicks. I mean, Dolan owns the Rangers too. These owners who own multiple teams and are essentially just like laundering money between their different franchises, right? The Red Sox traded Rafael Devers last summer, and then their owners who own Liverpool over in England spent like $500 million in the transfer window. Like it's pretty disgusting what's going on with these owners owning multiple teams. And so I just can't help. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, Philadelphia 76ers fan, Washington Commanders hater. Watch how awful, how ridiculously the Commanders spent their money last offseason, how they bought just nothing but 30-year-old bums. Austin Eckler, Von Miller, Bobby Wagner, Javon Kinlaw, just non-contributing players. They might as well have just drafted guys who weren't even draft eligible. But instead they spent all this money out of Josh Harris's pocket, and now the Sixers have to pay. Now the Sixers have to lose the guy who was like going to turn around the franchise. And now, just to get under the salary cap, but it is a salary cap now. It's not a luxury tax anymore. Thanks to CJ McCollum. I'm furious. I'm furious with this team. It's funny though.
I think, that was the perfect promo. If anyone was questioning whether or not Vincent knows his football stuff,
Yeah,
there you go. There's Vincent and his foot. You go check out Vincent Zakian's channel. It's at the end of the day, the rich get richer. My friend who's a Knicks fan, no, he's a Thunder fan, excuse me. I'm the Knicks fan. He called me. We were talking trades after Alvarado got traded, and he was just laughing. I was like, what about you getting not Maxi, McCain? He's like, rich get richer. I was like,
he's going to be amazing.
It makes no sense to me because we talked about before the season how fun this team could be with the guards, Maxey, Edgecombe, and McCain. And at the end of the day, you guys are going to have to move on from Embiid at some point, whether it be next year, 2 years down the line. Paul George isn't going to be around forever. Heck, he's not around for the next 25 games.
But we're paying for it now. Paul George isn't even on the court, and we got to get under the tab. Whatever. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I thought it was ridiculous. I saw the trade notification. I was like, what did they get in return? And they got a pick. I was like,
not a good pick.
Not
a good pick at all.
Right. I was like the Sixers fans. I was like, something else. They got to be doing something else. They can't just be giving away Jared McCain. But maybe they lost faith in him after the knee surgery. This year, I don't understand.
That could be part of it. Nick Nurse has really struggled to find a place for him this year. He's spent some time in the G League, but I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, the Rockets pick is going to be somewhere in the 20s, probably. That's where they drafted McCain. McCain fell to the Sixers. He's the best case scenario for that pick, for that kind of pick, somewhere in the 20s. It's a miracle. Maxey fell to them in the 20s too. Those guys are you don't see that in the NBA. You don't see guys that good with that high ceiling. He's such a plus player to me. There's just no downside to having Jared McCain on your team. And they're caught between two timelines right now. They're starting, VJ's playing at 40 minutes a game. They're trying to make him the future, but also I don't want us to be, I know Embiid's scoring is back up to what it was, but he still isn't the player he used to be. And I want us to have a future. And I thought McCain would be a huge part of that future. And it's just not going to happen. We're just paying for giving out these awful contracts and Josh Harris. So. Anyway, that's all I got.
Well,